But in the meantime, Nick, let's talk about trade season because it has returned. A deal went down yesterday. The Grizzlies sending big man Jonas Valanciunas and the 17th overall pick in Thursday's draft to the Pelicans for Steven Adams, Eric Bledsoe, 2 future first-round picks, including the 10th overall pick in Thursday's draft. This is all according to sources telling Woj. So who do you think benefits most from this deal, Nick?
Rach, at first glance, I was like, well, New Orleans looks pretty good. Valanciunas can play. They got off a couple of mistakes in Adams and that Bledsoe deal. But then I was
more
like,
money freed up, cap room.
You've got time to go after some more pieces. But then I look at what Memphis got back in those 2 picks. They hit all the time. You've got Ja, you've got Brooks, you've got Jaren Jackson, all the guys on that bench, that young core that has developed, they hit every time they take a swing.
Right.
So if they like somebody, and it's very clear that they do, in that top 10, it's going to be there for them. And this is a team that almost feels like a college program. They plug guys in their system. They know how to play under Taylor Jenkins. Zach Kleiman knows which buttons to hit behind the scenes. So this group knows what to do, and I think this Grizzlies team is ready to take another big swing in the draft.
Well, let's stay with the Memphis side for a minute, because the timeline for the Grizzlies, they have this great luxury, the idea that here you go, you have young stars who played so well early that you can draft players now that are still on their timeline. I mean, that's crazy. Normally, by the time someone is as good as Ja Morant is, he's 5 or 6 years in. He's not just a couple years in. So this lets them kind of create even more of a talent nucleus all around the same age group. Now, on the Pelican side, it is fascinating. So they drop back 7 spots in the draft, but get a ton more cap flexibility that will let them either match an offer sheet to Lonzo Ball or look for a point guard. But the bottom line in New Orleans is there is a win-now feeling there, which is not normally what you would expect just a couple years after you get a #1 overall talent like Zion Williamson. But that pressure is already there on them, right?
But, Rach, the problem is...
And by win now, I don't mean win a championship right now. I just mean, I don't know, get into the playoffs. That's what I'm talking about.
That might help things.
Have a winning record.
That might help
things.
That is what I
mean by win.
The issue for New Orleans, though, is what were they doing bringing in those deals in the first place? They've corrected some mistakes. That's all well and good. But who is coming to New Orleans? This has been a problem for years and years. Who's going there? You've got to develop your own guys, and now you've given up a couple more picks. So I understand that they're trying to win with Zion. It just seems like there's a lot of uncertainty, as there always is in that organization. And if this deal doesn't work and Valanciunas doesn't instantly come in and make a difference, then where do you go?
Well, I like the depth that Valanciunas gives them. And look, we got Chris Bosh, so let's get hello, Chris Bosh. We got the technology to work. I'm very happy to see your smiling face. We are talking about this trade that went down yesterday, and it moves Jonas Valanciunas to New Orleans. And I was just talking about the extra dimension he gives them. You have played against him. The fact that he can shoot and had, I think, we'll have to look at the stats, but I think it was either his best season or close to his best season ever this past season. How do you think he can help Zion Williamson?
Well, I mean, you can definitely, he's one of those players you can plug in and be successful right away. He can stretch the floor, and he is a big body that can control the paint, rebound, lay some wood in the lower region in the paint. The challenge, in my opinion, is how do you play him and Zion together? Zion played a lot of minutes at the 5 last year, and I think they did have some success with him picking and rolling.
Yeah, for sure.
And I mean, look, he's one of the most tremendous, outside of Giannis, he's probably one of the most tremendous guys in and around the paint area as far as finishing is concerned. But I think, in my opinion, if you look at it, Memphis just wins this trade by far. They get more picks. You get an even swap in bigs between Steven Adams and Valanciunas, but they also get Bledsoe. So he can be in a position to where he's coming off the bench and really aiding this fast, young Memphis Grizzlies team. And, I think they have a tremendous upside right now. I think Steven Adams, you can plug him in right away. He's going to be able to get guys open. For Ja Morant to have a big like Steven Adams, that's always a luxury because he's going to look to protect him and get his guys open. But all in all, they got more picks. They got pretty much an even trade on the bigs, and they got Eric Bledsoe in the deal and a top 10 protected pick. I mean, you have to say that Memphis walks away the winner in this one.
Well, I'm sure New Orleans feels like they got the better of the deal in terms of the big men just because Valanciunas can do a little bit more dexterous on the court. But your point about Steven Adams, so well taken. And I know Memphis is not grit and grind officially anymore or even in their style of play. But I do think the people of Memphis who still have that left over, we work hard, we're grimy, we do the work. I think they will really, really like having Steven Adams on their team.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.